Welcome back to your daily dose of sweat, self-love, and positivity. I'm Carlo Valande, and I'll be your guide. Today what we're covering is being able to get up off the ground and onto the ground safely. If this is your first time here, congratulations. You're exactly where you need to be, and you've taken steps to start living a more active life. Also, take the time to thank yourself for taking time for yourself to improve general well-being. You are worth it. Today's word of power is I am strong and I am resilient. So please keep those in the back of your head while you're doing this movement. So you've Charlie Browned and you're on the ground and you're not entirely sure what to do. So the $1,000,000 question is, how do we get up? So if this is an emergency and you've fallen and you can't get up, or it's difficult to, the first thing that you're going to do is call for help. You're going to use that lifeline. You're going to say, help, help, anybody can help me. However, if you do not have that lifeline, this is the answer to your $1,000,000 question, being able to get up on your own safely. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to extend this left leg out. Right leg is got the foot on the ground and knee pointing upward. We're going to take our left hand, we're going to place our palm on the floor while our left arm is extended out. From here, we're going to use our right arm up. We're going to use the momentum of this swinging this over to roll onto our side. Once we're rolled onto our side, we're going to take our right arm, and place it underneath our chest. From here, we're going to use our arm to press up while slowly shifting up onto our elbow. Once we're on our elbow, what we're going to do is we're going to swing the hips over. We're going to go onto our stomach with our elbows on the ground. Now, we're going to do a little bit of an army crawl. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to shimmy those legs up, getting the knees underneath you and the butt in the air. And then once they're underneath you, we can start to lift our arms up until we're in a quadruped position. From here, we're going to go ahead and be that army soldier and start crawling around until we can get to a chair or something sturdy to help us up. Now we'll place our arms on here, get us a little bit more upright. And then from this position, we're going to take our most dominant leg and we're going to swing that forward until it's right in front of us. Now we're going to drive with this front leg while we press up onto the chair to help get up off the ground. Congratulations, you made it up off the ground. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to go onto the ground in case you want to do some yoga or some stretches on a yoga mat that's laid out. So what we'll do is we're going to start out with that chair again. We're going to place our hands on the chair, pushing our hips back and going into a hinge. Notice that when I'm pushing my hips back and going into a hinge, I'm not rounding at my lumbar to be able to get into this position, okay? So we want to make sure that we're getting into that hinge, pushing those hips back, placing our hands onto the ground, or onto the chair. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to swing our least dominant leg back. And then we're going to start to drop down to one knee using the chair and our dominant leg to help lower us down slowly. Once we're here, we're going to swing that dominant leg underneath us. And we're going to start shimmying back just slightly with our knees, extending our arms outward. And then from here, we'll place a hand on the ground, and I'm in a nice quadruped position. From here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop to our hips and dropping onto our elbows. Once we're here, we're going to do a little bit of an army roll, so this is where it differs a little bit. We're going to tuck underneath and roll using arm as a pillow. Now we're on our side, we could take a nap if we wanted, or we're going to keep rolling over here, and we're going to get onto our back. Congratulations, you made it onto the mat, and you can start doing all your exercise and your stretches. If you do not have a chair available, or something to help you up off the ground like a chair, what we'll do is we'll get up without using one. So it's pretty much the same thing. Only one thing differs is from getting up off the ground, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to extend this left leg straight, leg is up. We're going to extend out this left arm, placing the palm on the ground, arm extended up in the air. We're going to use this arm to swing over onto our side, placing the hand underneath our chest. From here, we're going to push up with our arm, shimmy up onto our elbow, and then now we're going to go ahead and we're going to swing those hips over so that we're onto our stomach and on our elbows. Now we're going to shimmy those legs up, doing that army crawl, getting that butt in the air. Once they're underneath us, we're going to go ahead and set up with the hands so that we're in that quadruped position. From here, we're going to go ahead and start to hop up. So how we do that is we're actually going to go ahead and try to get upright. So we're going to push up, so we're on our knees at this point. Now we're going to take our most dominant leg, we're going to swing that forward so that it is in front of us, and we're going to use our arms on top of our thighs, and we're going to push down onto our thighs as we are pushing up with our dominant leg. And then, boom, you are now standing up. Congratulations. So I do want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video and learn a little bit more on how to get onto the ground safely. Again, it is really good that you've taken time for yourself. You are worth it. And if this is your first time here, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to get access to more content, as well as it helps me, the channel, and anybody else that's looking for help being able to get up off the ground. So don't forget those words of power today. I am strong, I am resilient, and until next time, I'll see you later.